Sleepers are players that have a strong chance to exceed expectations and can become surprise difference makers for football teams. The guys listed below are likely to go on day 3, but I believe they offer far more to work with than your average player drafted in that range. Let's look at the biggest sleepers of 2020. Number 7, offensive tackle Jack Driscoll from Auburn. Way back in 2017, Driscoll put himself on the map by only allowing 14 pressures on 530 pass blocking snaps at UMass. That offseason, he transferred to Auburn, and despite the uptick in competition, has only graded out better in pass pro since. He has allowed 22 total pressures on 829 pass blocking snaps in his Auburn career. Then he went to the combine and tested out as one of the best athletes outside the top group of tackles. Productive and athletic is a good combo. Number 6, wide receiver KJ Hill from Ohio State. Pound for pound, the best route runner in the entire draft class. Hill creates separation on the underneath route tree like no other. That still plays in the NFL. He doesn't have good speed, doesn't have a big catch radius, and is likely stuck in the slot, but I have no doubt he'll be a productive NFL receiver. He won all but one of his routes in the one-on-ones during Senior Bowl practices, and his ability to get off the line of scrimmage is already incredibly advanced. Throw out the yardage totals in the Ohio State offense. Hill gets open. Number 5, wide receiver Darnell Mooney from Tulane. Think KJ Hamler, but for far less draft capital. Mooney blazed a 4.38 40 time at the combine, but you don't need to see a stopwatch to know he's explosive. He showed that on tape weekly for the Green Wave. At 5'10", 176 pounds, he doesn't look like much, but Mooney broke 18 tackles on 96 catches over the past 2 seasons and averaged 17.6 yards per catch over that span. The issue is his hands. He's dropped 23 balls on 177 catchable targets in his career. I still believe he attacks the ball all right. He actually went 11 for 19 in contested situations this past season. Number 4, defensive tackle McTelvin Agim from Arkansas. Productive and athletic, Agim has flown surprisingly under the radar in his defensive tackle class. He earned the 9th highest pass rushing grade of any Power 5 defensive tackle this past season, was the highest graded defensive tackle in the one-on-ones at the Shrine Game practices, and was the 3rd highest graded defensive tackle at the Senior Bowl one-on-ones the very next week. Oh, and then he went to the combine where he put up a sub 5.040 at 309 pounds. That's a solid all-around profile. Number 3, quarterback Josh Love from San Jose State. The league is likely not going to look favorably upon the 6', 200-pound Love as a prospect, but I'm a believer. Go watch him light up Arkansas for over 400 yards this past season, and you might come away as one as well. He has improved drastically over the course of his career at San Jose State, and down the stretch this season was playing some of the best football of any quarterback in the country. What I love about him is his fearlessness in the pocket. He converted pressure to sacks at the lowest rate in the country last season while also earning a 68.6 passer grade while under pressure. Here, he stares down the barrel the very first play of the game against the Razorbacks and delivers an in-stride dime. Number 2, cornerback John Reid from Penn State. Reid has some of the best feet at the line of scrimmage in the entire draft class. The only problem is Penn State rarely let him show it off. He spends most of his snaps moving out into a cover 3 or quarters look for the Nittany Lions. On 97 snaps in man coverage last year, though, Reid allowed receptions on only 6 of 18 targets for 58 yards while picking off a pass and forcing incompletions on 5 others. He may be a tad undersized, being 5'10" and 187 pounds, but he's a terrific all-around athlete who had the fastest short shuttle of any player at the combine. Number 1, running back J.J. Taylor for Arizona. Yet another player who isn't going to do it all in your respective offense, but what Taylor does, he does darn well. The 5'5", 185-pounder will be a nightmare for linebackers. Whether it's on swing screens, angle routes, or wide runs, trying to get a hand on Taylor in speed is a scary proposition. His lateral agility is silly, and he bounces in and out of his cuts with ease. And even if you do catch him cleanly, that doesn't necessarily mean you're taking him down. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more daily NFL videos.